Hey everybody, if you're catching this part of the live, I'm no longer live. Probably. If the live button's not there, you are catching a replay. But this is also going to be uploaded to YouTube, so. Tonight I am not pulling cards. I am not pulling individual cards. This will be for the zodiac. This is for the zodiac. This is what's coming in love for each sign till the end of July. I'm also going to pull a few cards of people in relationships as well. So, first I'm going to pull for that individual sign. I'm going to pull for singles. The second spread will be for people dealing with somebody already in a relationship or loosely involved. Okay, that's what we're doing. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, so first sign up, I'm going to be going through them by element. So I'm going to start with fire. I'm going to start with Aries. Let's see what Aries has coming in love for the singles coming through to the end of July. Let's see, Aries. Aries singles coming into the end of July. You know what? Jesus, Aries. Alright, Aries. For some of you, for you single Aries, some of you are going to get sick and tired of being in a third-party situation. Okay, it's like you probably aren't the one that has been getting the main bitch title. Okay, I do feel like somebody hadn't been giving you the time and attention that you deserve. First of all, you do deserve to be the main person. But I do feel like for some of you, you're going to end a third-party situation and there is going to be somebody else coming in. You do have to be open and receptive. I want to say, for some of you, there's going to be two. For some of you, there's going to be two energies that's outside of this third party. And if you aren't dealing with that third party, then you might have already let go of that third-party situation. And this will be the time period between now and the end of July. There will be somebody else come in. Okay, I see one that comes in as a knight and one as a king. There's possibility of growth with one more than the other. They may be an earth sign, possible Taurus. They don't have to be. There could be one that could be a water sign or strong water in their chart. Okay, there's a bit more potential with one over the other, I want to say. But you just need to go in with a very light-hearted energy. You will pick up on the one who comes in more stable and secure. I just want to say, just enjoy where that's going to go. Yeah, because there's likely to become a relationship to come from that. But again, there's going to be probably a choice between two. There likely could be a choice between two. And if that is not you, watch out for being the choice. Watch out for being the choice, okay? But I just want to say enjoy the ride. You don't need to know, Aries, what the story's going to be. I just want to say just enjoy it right now. We're going into the summertime. I can't express to people how much you just need to enjoy it and not try to lock someone down. Yep. I do feel like, you know, there's going to be a lot of wish fulfillment over the next month. Like I say, wish fulfillment doesn't have to be marriage, but you can always have fun with the new toys, right? Alright, now let me go Aries in a relationship. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Alright. So let's see. Aries, for those Aries in a relationship. Let's see what's going on for the next month and a half for you. Somebody's stalking and watching the situation. Somebody's really watching their situation. Alright, single Aries in a relationship. You know, Well, first of all, some of you are going to be going on a trip together. I see there's going to be a trip between some travel with you and your person, likely. Doesn't have to be. Some of you may travel to see your person. I see somebody being very guarded. They've been through a lot of shit, possibly in this relationship. Somebody's got their freaking stink eye, though. Like, there's somebody watching so much. Okay, Aries, if you are screwing around, this isn't going to apply for everybody, but if this is an Aries who I am talking to that is currently in a third-party situation, make sure that your hoe ain't calling on the 4th of July saying, oh, I just wanted to let you know that you can come put your wiener in my hot dog bun. It looks like that somebody's shit may be found out. Somebody's secret may come to light. I do see karmic justice trying to come in. So, if you don't want to be caught up with some bullshit, watch out. Or you may even find out that somebody has a relationship behind your back. This could go either direction because, you know, vice versa and interchangeable. But I do see two of the same sex cards coming up. I feel there's somebody else. The thing is I feel that somebody has this connection with this other person. It's purely lust. I do feel like it's more of like a sexual connection rather than an emotional one. Not that that makes the blow any better, pun intended. But for those of you who do not fit that situation, I feel like there's not going to be tons of improvement in your relationship if you are trying to move forward. It's like somebody may be a little bit more open and receptive. Somebody may be still trying to be hard and kind of push that energy out. And for those of you who are going through a possible divorce, if you're wondering if that divorce is likely to go through, I do see some legal matters coming to light. So we will see, Aries. We will see. And I hope there's nobody in that Aries collective in here because that sucks in my ass. Muffin, I'm gonna have to send you a refund. I'm doing collectives for the I know, Aaron. I am doing collective readings. This is for love, for singles, for each sign, and this for singles and people currently in a relationship. I don't know what side of the collective you're going to fall on. It may resonate with you, it may not. But I'm not doing individual card pulls tonight. That just sounded so redneck. What the fuck was that? Alright, so now we got Leo. Leo, let's see what kind of shit show you got for me this time. Let's see, single Leos till the end of July. What do we got in love? Let's see, we got some single Leos in love till the end of July. I heard train wreck. Let's see. There you are, fire. Leo, stop fighting your own fucking happiness, please. Stop fighting your own happiness. It's like you're being your own damn blockage. To the collective of Leos I'm looking at that are single, you are literally your worst nightmare. You need a perspective change. If you come in with good intentions, remember that there is likely to be a match out there that is the same. You can't expect that everybody has decisions between multiple people. You cannot carry the baggage from the last relationship in. Self-sabotage at its finest. This is something that's, for some reason, this is showing up very strong for you right now. And there's some of you Leos some of you Leos are guilty of juggling as well. Some of you do have choices. You like to keep your options open. Maybe you have a not committal energy. But that is also a part of self-sabotage as well. With the Magician here, I do feel that it's like, if love is in front of you, there are some of you literally do have something good like right in front of you, but you're either worried about the drama or you've been single so long that it's like maybe you forgot how to be in a relationship in some kind of way, like, you know, not really asking for permission, but like not just kind of doing what you want, right? Sometimes we fall into those patterns. Oh, I'm going to do what I want. But look, I do see the sun. I see Leo coming out there. Oh, yes. Somebody's talking to two people. Somebody's talking. Listen, hookers. I'm going to talk to two different sets of you. Some of you are doing this self-sabotaging behavior because of fear, right? Because it's hard to be committal because of your past. Okay? And you are self-sabotaging the shit out of it by not making a choice. But I'm here to tell you there needs to be a choice between the two. There needs to be a choice between the two. But I'll tell you right now, there's a better choice. There's one that's a bit more loyal, that there could be a win with, right? Or you might be seeing that this person has more potential, but you are still struggling with making a decision between the two. It could be between an earth sign and a water sign. Doesn't have to be, but there's communication between the both of them. Okay, there's communication between the both of them. But I want to say, until you truly make a decision between the two, you're not going to see a whole lot of progression with either one. You're putting out too much conflicting energies. If you want true progression, it's once you make that decision, I feel like things will start going forward, but you're going to feel like what person that needs to be. But as long as you keep repeating this self-sabotaging fucking energy, you're not going to have that victory and success. Oh, and there you are right there behind that Leo. I got the King of Wands, that fire energy. You're going to know something is a sexual fucking connection. If there's just so much passion in it that it's just about the sex, if that's what it is, and you know that there's something that's more possible with the other one, you really just kind of know. And I got the sun and the star. That could actually be a signifier of their personalities. One might be day and night. That could be what attracts you to them. You know, there's certain aspects of the one that's like, oh my God. And then the aspects of the other one, it's like, Jesus Christ. But in the way they're similar, but yet, you know, they both show up on Earth, but at different times. Like, but they're both perfect for it, right? in certain ways. But something's going to come to an end whether you like it or not. It's better for it to be on your terms, Leo. It's better for it to be on your terms. I am doing collective readings. Collective readings. So, there's no donations tonight. This is just my collective. Alright, Leo. I'm doing Leo now, who are in a relationship. Let's see kind of what's going to go on for you. For you Leos who are worried about your relationships. is going on for Leos in a relationship? See, I know it's almost a holiday. That's why it's showing in summer. So it's showing a lot of travel. You know, for some of you, that damn King of Cups came back out. Some of you Leos that are in a relationship, it is time to really focus on the healing aspect. And this is more so with self. And some of you, I want to say, some of your shit that has come out through your relationship issues, for some of you it's manifesting physically. There may be actual physical health issues due to stress from a relationship. Whether you be in a full-blown relationship or loosely involved. You can be very loosely involved with somebody and still feel like you can behave as though you are in a relationship, whether we like to admit that shit or not. You can silently commit yourself to someone by your behaviors, yes. Some of you definitely need to focus on your healing, whether that be physical or emotional. But I do feel as though why is that coming out so much? Why? Yeah, some of you got to get out of your head. Okay, so there's issues due to some form of an addiction in a few of your cases here. So we have the Devil. There is a cycle trying to come to completion, whether that be somebody actually having an addiction. You know, that could be sex, video games, obsessive thinking, whatever this is. There's a cycle literally trying to close out. And for some of you are trying to heal from a third-party situation within your dynamic. But it's also showing overindulgence. But I feel like for some of you, that's like drugs and alcohol. And for another part, that's actually addiction to people, to some form of like sex. Right? But, you know, I know that we're coming into karma season. We're going into that retrograde or in that retrograde that's bringing in good and bad karma right now. That's why I say everybody's got to kind of watch what they're doing. There, find the King of Cups there. Yeah, but still showing a choice. Even in this is... Okay, so... some of you have a very spiritual partnership with somebody. So this is going to be two ways. If some of it, quite frankly, some of you may be fucking around. Okay, nobody's perfect. Some of you do have a third-party situation. One of these people you have a soul connection to. It could be past life. It could be just a soulmate. It could be a twin flame, whatever this is. But there is a very big soul tie to somebody. If that's somebody that you're trying to break away from, because you know, even karmic situations can have a very strong, like a soul connection kind of feel. And this person may not have done you the right way. It may be hard to pull away from this person if this is supposed to be going into separation. Some of you already know that it's supposed to be a separation. This is why healing is coming up so much for you, for that part of that collective. What is up with everybody having choices? Must be hooker season. Must be hooker season. There very well could be a choice in this shit too. I just want to say, choose whatever is for your highest good. If there's another person in the situation that you know that you're more suited for, life's too fucking short. Just do it. Just do it. It's time to pull off the band-aid. Doesn't matter if you've been married for 20 years. If that person, if you wake up and look and say, what's that lump of shit next to me? It's time to go. And for those of you who know that you're not in a third-party situation, and just know that that's not the case, I do feel like healing is coming in your connection. You are just going to need to just keep working on it. Don't stress on it. Stop outdated patterns, whether that be throwing up somebody's past in their face. Oh, well, you know, you lied to me in 2004. Don't do that. But there, for somebody, there's some outdated patterns. And somebody needs to quit drinking so goddamn much. I hope that resonates for nobody. Hey, Nene. No, I have not done Cancer quite yet. I have not done Cancer yet. I'm doing fire. Just so everybody knows, it's going to take me a little while. I'm doing fire, then air, then earth and water. So I'm doing the two elements that mesh together. Fire, air, earth, and water. In that order. Alright, so now we got Sagittarius. Sagittarius singles. Sagittarius singles. Somebody's still grieving over a past person. Upload. Also, I don't know why I feel the need to say this. Not only is Sagittarius grieving over a past relationship, some Sagittariuses may have recently had somebody pass away. So maybe if you have been talking to somebody who has strong Sagittarius in their chart, they could just be kind of withdrawn, either because of a situation that just came to an end, or literally from somebody that's just passed away. I don't know. I feel like that's just needs to be said. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Okay. Single Sagittarius. And love. And you know, the death card is the first thing that flew out. So I still stick by what I heard. But okay, there you are, Sag, coming out as Temperance. Alright, so there is a lot of Sagittariuses right now that are not, this is the collective that is not really ready. This is, like I said, this death card came out and there was an ending. And some of you Sagittarius may have had something that ended recently. Or it could just be so new that it just really feels like it's too soon. But I do feel like there is an offer on the table somewhere around you. I have the Ace of Pentacles. There may be somebody who is already in the energy. If not, this would be coming over the next month and a half. I would even say up to 2. But there is somebody within your energy that I feel like would really love to offer you something. You just might not be ready to take it because of the loss or because of the past. For some of you that doesn't apply for at all, that there's been no loss, well, that's because of the past, because of what you've lost in the past. You're going to see what the motherfuckers bring it to the table. Some of you have been through so much that you've learned so many lessons over time that you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna see if there's a possibility at all, which I want to say good. If you're that collective of Sag that has learned from the past so much that you're not willing to kind of just take what comes at you, good. I don't care if this is a stable offer here. You know what? Slow and steady wins the race. That's the way it's supposed to be. Right? That's the purpose for the transformation. That's the purpose for the lessons. That's why we had to go through all the self-worth. For some of you, you're going to meet somebody on holidays. Some of you, I want to say you're going to meet somebody. If the energy thing right now doesn't apply about somebody in your scope, you will either meet somebody on a holiday or somebody during the summertime. I see summertime written all over this. So if they aren't there right now, they are coming in. So just be ready for somebody to approach. Take your time. It's perfectly fine. Just know that they're on a motherfucking page, but that's alright. It might be somebody that you're going to need a little bit of patience with, and look, there could be a little bit of an age difference. If it's not an age difference, it's a maturity level. So with this person, you may have to have a little bit more patience than you would like. But you know, anything worthwhile takes time. It may feel like a burden, but you got to remember somebody, and it might not even be the Sagittarius I'm talking to. This could be the cross watcher, okay? Maybe it's you that's had a loss that's making it hard for you. Okay, maybe it's the Sagittarius that is a fucking hard job. But I do feel like this page is going to turn into a knight, and this is a stable knight. But it's a matter of letting go of the past. When I say that somebody's going to be hard work, you know, some people have jealousy issues, and some people have certain baggage that they do bring into a new relationship. Or even with talking with somebody, just watch for the red flags and address the shit as it comes up. Establish your boundaries. You have to treat people how to treat you. I said that wrong. You have to train. Did I say that? Yeah. You have to train people how to treat you. And those who don't fall in line, well, those you know aren't going to work for you if they're not going to respect your boundaries. But not everybody knows how to treat you. You have to open your mouth. We're not mind readers. We're not mind readers. You have to say, I don't like that. Because if you seem like you like that, we're going to do it again. Whether that be in behavior or sexual fucking acrobatry, it don't matter. If you don't like butt stuff, tell them. Hey, Aaron Curry. Holly, I'm doing collective readings. I just finished Sagittarius. So far, for those of you that have just come in, or if you're watching it all, I've done Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm getting ready to start air, which will be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. I'm doing one pull for singles and one pull for people in relationships or loosely involved. What's happened in between now and the end of July. Well, basically, Leos are hookers. I can give you the gist of it. Leos are hookers, Aaron. I like where this is going. Alright. Did I do Sagittarius in a relationship? I don't think I did. I think I did the singles. Sag in a relationship. Leos always come up as hookers, I think, though. It's true. I'm not gonna say shit because I got a lot of Leo in my chart. My mama was a Leo. I'm just like her. She was a hooker as well. Sagittarius relationships. Okay, well, Oh, Sag. Okay. I don't like to see the Hermit at the bottom. Alright, so for Sagittarius who are loosely involved or in a relationship, for this part of the collective, because obviously this can't be every Sagittarius on the fucking planet. But it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. I feel like whoever the feminine energy in the connection is, and it does not have to be gender specific because it's about our soul energy. There are some men out there that are just very, very, they could be sensitive or they can just be gentle souls. Hell, they can even seem hard and just come up as the divine feminine all day long. It don't mean that you take one in the butt, okay? It just means that your soul energy is different. I have to argue with that one all the time with people. Girls and boys, you are learning a lot about your self-worth. And some of you are putting more of your time, energy, and attention right now into work and to stability. Because I feel like some of you have went through a financial downturn. And right now you're trying to turn your external into something. Okay, so for those of you Sagittarius that are trying to get your shit together, I do see that in the long run, you know, you will. On that, I see the Knight of Pentacles in the split. So that tells me that you are going to make some steady progress on that. You are going to start making these moves. For some of you, you do have to put that relationship on the back burner to get what you want. To make something happen. Some of you are just having to do that. And other people might not just be receiving that well. Sometimes there's one person in that dynamic that takes that personally when you have to spend less time with them and shit. Right? When you have to focus more on your external, there are some people that just take it personally. You could be working 12 hours a day, you get home, they don't understand that, you know what, maybe today is just not the day. Well, you didn't send me 30,000 texts. You know, you came home and you didn't sit and watch TV with me and talk to me for 8 hours. What's wrong? Well, somebody's all up in their feelings about that. That's for some of you, okay? For another part of you, there is somebody who has been extremely patient, and some of you have waited a long time for something to change. And it's going to be, as some of you are starting to realize that there is a lack of growth in this situation. It's hard for you to heal because this person keeps hurting you in certain ways over and over and over again. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is like going through a really bad cycle. But I feel like the person that I want to say that somebody that has been doing you wrong, like if you know that your partner has been doing you wrong, and I mean in shitty ways, I feel like they're going to go through a cycle of bad karma. So you just got to stand back and allow it to happen, because you know what? People have to learn lessons. You can't be Captain Save-A-Ho. You cannot be Captain Save-A-Ho. You have to sit back and watch with your popcorn sometimes. Because if you want your person to grow, they have to get burned by the fire. Right? Because then they don't want to touch it again. And that goes in all aspects of life. Sometimes you just have to allow them to go through it. But some of you are going to walk away. Some of you are going to decide to ghost somebody. You're just going to be like, you know what? This person's going to be this way. And instead of having battle and conflict, you're just going to fade your ass out. You're just going to try to fade your ass out. And for some of you, I feel like this is more of the loosely involved. You're going to get ghosted. Or you're going to be ghosting someone. Because you are going to see the lack of growth and the lack of improvement here. So I take what resonates and leave the rest on that for for the singles, but it looks like that's sad though. I don't know why I want to say this, but I feel like one of you, and even if I'm not talking to all of you, there is a very optimistic divine connection here. For some of you, this is a very divine connection, and it's going to be quite disappointing that it doesn't come into fruition. So, my apologies on that. Alright. Next we will have Gemini. Next we have Gemini. You must have a strong house in Sag. You know, you can have, honestly, I don't know if that matters. If you have any Sagittarius, pretty much anywhere. I really think between all the astrology and all the houses and all the king's men, we all have probably all 12 elements somewhere. And my thing is, if you're feeling it, and if it feels like your story, take it. You know, like a wiener. I have not got to Capricorn yet. I have done Aries. I've done all the fire. I'm starting on air. So I've done fire. Now remember, this can apply in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Not that it can't apply anywhere else. But those are generally the ones it'll hit. Alright, so let's see what we got for Gemini singles coming in till the end of July. I hear swing set. Oh, Lord Jesus, you guys have probably options. And you're going back and forth. You're going back and forth. What to do, what to do. We'll see what comes out of the cards. And switch hit. Oh. Some of you is playing in the same-sex dating pool as well. That's what I know to be a switch hitter as far as my keywords. So we not only have people with options, but they got a lot of options when you, like, you know, make the dating pool 7 billion people rather than, you know, 4. Gemini. Alright, Gemini singles, what we got going on. Oh look, 2 kings. I'm shocked. Homo erectus. Alright, that's not going to apply for everybody though. Oh Jesus. Gemini, Gemini. Always have a fire sign coming in, I swear to God. Look. Let me see. Okay, so for you singles, I'm gonna say this. No, I haven't got there yet. I've only done the fire, and I'm on air. I'm on Gemini. So look, Gemini, I feel like some of you have been single quite a while, or some of you really enjoy your independence. That's the thing about Gemini, you're very adaptable when it comes to that. You guys can be very, very, very independent. You're multifaceted, you know, you're airy, you're free spirits, you kind of do what the fuck you want. But I do feel like somebody's going to realize that somebody's offer isn't as strong as they thought it would be. So you're going to realize that somebody's maturity level with the intention that you have won't be the same. It won't be the same. It's not really showing me why on this row. You know, you very well could have 3 options. This actually could be 3 options. So there could be somebody that you could just see that just is never ever going to match your energy, and it's like there's going to be some realization. I can't say it wouldn't have been fun, flirty, and all that, you know, but you're gonna quickly see that the loyalty or dedication from that person is nada. All right. So I feel like, you know, there might be a little disappointment in that, but I feel like you're going to just move on from that energy faster than you think. It's because I see a King of Cups and a King of Wands. And so I want to say that, yeah, when I said swing set earlier, fucking probably being options, well, there is. You very much have options in love. One could be a water sign and one could be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. It could be somebody who has these traits. It could be a water sign, or I mean the King. Well, let me clarify this King of Cups, because I feel, honest to God, I don't know. I got the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. One of these choices is much better than the other one, even though they both come out as kings. I feel as though this King of Wands would match your energy more. Clarify the King of Cups. Yep. And there comes the Queen of... Yep. Now it comes out the... Oh my God, I just said that. Now I got the matching suit. So there is one of the two that is actually a match. I do feel like this is likely a soul connection of sorts. Okay, this is obviously not going to be for everybody. I do feel like this is a soul connection. This is why we're coming up with a vibrational match. These are people that are going to work well together. You could be doing the same kind of things. You could have the same kind of traits. You could have similar backgrounds. But you would be a very determined people together, right? Very determined people together. Why is that there like that? I feel like the other person may be a little bit of an opportunist. I guess that's the best way to put it. I feel like the other person's an opportunist. They could be married, or there's a higher level of commitment possibly with this person. I do see an Empress. So for me, with the King of Cups, I do feel like this might be a marriage, or somebody that still even has like a marriage person like that in their life. But the energy there, I feel like, is a little bit more sexual when it comes to this connection. Maybe it's more communication based, but I think there's going to be a lot of realization over the next couple months that possibly with that person it might not really go where you want it to, and it could be because they're committed or their intentions aren't really as pure. But like I said, there's that King of Wands that is definitely a vibrational match. But you know what? Before you start anything new, keep watching. Just keep watching the situation, because it is going to start to show itself. You're going to feel who you need to be with. What choice needs to be made. It's going to be very obvious, Gemini. It's going to be very obvious. Now, we got the Knight of Pentacles here. That one of them is more sturdy and secure and could offer some stability, whether that be emotional or give you what you're looking for. This person more likely could be the full package. Do people always stay in vibrational alignment? Not always, but at least right now, there is one person of the two. And you probably already feel it. Like, you really would like to be with that person. Whatever the situation may be. But this other person, there's something fishy going on. And it's probably that other hole that is showing up on his row. So, but I think it's more like a marriage, a very strong commitment, something more so like that. Or maybe they've been married and maybe they're still fucking with that ex. Like, so, watch out for that shit show. You don't want to be on the next Maury, Montel Williams, whatever the hell they got now, Jerry Springer. Slapping a bitch across the face. Well, I wish it was, well, it could be going back to the park. But, you know, I don't know, man. The way they tell me the keywords is crazy. So, alright, Gemini in a relationship. Man, Gemini's always got some fucking fire sign trying to come in. Gemini in a relationship. Flinging the most important cards in the deck across the freaking room. That just flew out on its own. Alright, Gemini, you guys have been healing from the past, and actually you've been doing really well. You've been healing from some Emperor energy, and that's whether you, regardless, even if it's from your current partner, there's still a healing process that's currently trying to happen. Now, some of you, Gemini, I want to say might be in a newer relationship. This could be somebody even in a newer relationship or loosely involved, coming in with someone new. This person is either they are or you are still healing from the past, a past ending. So if you happen to be a Gemini or a cross watcher that is jumping into something from something else, just understand that you or your person is not healed enough quite yet to be rushing the fuck in, okay? I'm just going to put that right out there. You are not ready to be rushing in, because you're more likely to have a situation come to an end if you don't take the time. Okay, that's for the newer in a relationship. I still feel like they're wanting to talk to Geminis in newer relationships. We're not talking to Geminis that are like 5-10 years into something. Okay? This isn't Geminis 5-10 years into something. This is newer Gemini. Enjoy the new relationship for now. Try to be lighthearted and fun with it. They are lovers. Look. Okay. And I can see why they want me to talk to the newer Geminis here. Somebody is not over their ex quite yet. This is why the healing process is so important. Somebody is still not over their ex. They could be hung up on them, but for some reason they're still all up in the energy, especially if they have relationship jumped. It doesn't matter how much somebody tells you, oh yeah, oh yeah, no, we're good. No. More often than not, that's somebody lying to themselves and saying, I'm good, but they're still hung up or energetically tied to someone, okay? And this can go vice versa. This could be me talking to the Gemini, or this could be me talking to the cross watcher. But the thing is there's still some energetic pull. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a new relationship. This could be very passionate. There is a lot of passion here. If you ain't having sex, and if your relationship feels like it's fallen off, then I'm not talking to you. But if you are coming out of something, or even if somebody's still kind of dabbling in something else while they're dealing with you and you're in a relationship, they're still in the fucking energy, bro. And there's possibility for growth here. There really, really is. But this healing from this past situation, I can't express how important that is. Because even though there's this sexual chemistry and there's this unbelievable connection here, there's the 9 of Cups here. This is possible wish fulfillment if you want it. I see the possibility of growth. But it's about allowing that time to kind of get over the past. Taking that time for the disconnection. Taking a light-hearted approach, not forcing anything. Not forcing anything. Like I said, I want to say I feel like any Gemini that's been in a relationship within 5 years or less. 5 years or less. I feel like that this is the group of Gemini I'm talking to. Stop fighting as well. You need to open up. There doesn't need to be conflict when there doesn't need to be conflict. That's why, and if I'm talking to the cross watcher, knock your shit off. Ain't nobody got time for somebody causing drama when they're just trying to start a new relationship, you know, bringing in your jealousy issues and all that baggage that needs to be left at the door, because that shit don't live here no more. Okay? Because I do see the King of Pentacles. I see a possibility of growth, a possibility of a secure relationship. But the old shit has to go. If not, your relationship is at risk. It's at risk. Communication may become an issue if you're not cautious, because these issues are going to cause problems in the communication so much. So much. Yep. And all that will cause the delays to the growth, and eventually it will cause it will eventually be means to an end. Okay? Because somebody may decide to get options. Somebody might be tired of staying confused on what somebody wants, or, you know, if somebody is not open, if somebody does not let go of the past. And also, if somebody feels like it's all about sex as well, I want to say that. If somebody just feels like all you talk about is sex, or if everything is sex-driven, make sure that you're taking the time to let them understand if you truly are into more than just that, and some of you won't be, realistically. Just make sure to let them know with your words, communication, showing people that there's more, or that there's like a future, or just little signals. I'm not saying full court press, damn it, but I'm just saying just little drips and drabs at least. Alright, so that was Gemini singles, Geminis in relationships. So now we got Aquarius. Aquarius single, Aquarius. Ooh, some of you Aquariuses are really working on them pentacles right now. You guys are really working on your abundance. Good. damn King of Cups. Aquarius, watch out for somebody who portrays himself to be a little bit more consistent than they really are. I have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. For me, that's like a player energy. Somebody who knows the right things to say. Somebody who is very ego-driven. There's somebody that's going to approach you, and I feel like you're going to know. Whether they talk a good game or not, there's going to be a point to where you're just going to be like, alright, I see this shit for what it is. I don't know if the people will be at the same time. For some of you it will be. For others of you it won't. But over this time period you could have a choice between two. And some of you it's going to be a choice between a relationship, devoting to a relationship, and work. So take that how that applies. Aquarius, I just want to say, make sure that you open lines of communication. You guys are awful with communications, I want to say that. But with Four of Pentacles, it tells me, whether this be your energy or theirs, that somebody's going to be either stingy with their time, energy, and some effort. But like I said, whoever this Knight of Wands is, this is somebody that's not consistent. So if you do have a choice between a second person, I would go with the person that's more consistent if you're going to work on getting to know somebody. Know your value. Know your worth. Sometimes, yeah, it's nice to know that people want you. But if you're really, really wanting something more solid and stable coming in, don't fuck with the player energies. You know, everybody wants love and they want stability. But you also want the bad boy. But just remember, sometimes when you want the bad boy, you get bad boy results. And that does not always work out, okay? Yeah. Something's going to come to a halt there. You're going to make a judgment call to end something. Or to stop talking. For some of you, this is going to be, okay, for some of you, you're going to find out that you're in a third-party situation and you didn't know it. Some of you are going to find out that somebody was trying to get you into a third-party situation and you did not know it. So, just vet your people. I want to say for the next month and a half, just enjoy the process, but don't allow the people that aren't consistent to come in, because yes, they are not a consistent energy. Even if they were to say, oh, be my girlfriend or boyfriend, this is somebody that's not going to give you long term what you are looking for. So just enjoy the couple people that's going to be around, okay? But just kick the ones that aren't going to work. Remember, this is only through July. This isn't a lifetime either. So Aquarius in a relationship. Aquariuses who are in a relationship. So, in the hill, everybody's got choices. Okay. I'm going to read this in a couple of ways. Some of you in a relationship have somebody from your past or your childhood try to come back in and talk to you. For those of you who are married, this ain't going to resonate for everybody, but here we go. Somebody from a past or a childhood is going to come back in again. But some of you may be married. You might start looking at a future with this person. With the Six of Cups for me, this can also mean a past life soulmate. These people would have a... Well, my light flashed, so I'm on the right track. So, some of you are going to have somebody from a past, childhood, or past life come in. And you may start to see a future with this person. You may start to see if there could be possibly a future with this person, but some of you are going to be married. And you're going to have a decision to make. And this might be a hard decision for some of you. Somebody... Not all of you are going to take it, though. However, I'm going to call it this way. The majority, there's going to be a rejection, and it's going to throw somebody right over the fucking edge. Somebody is not going to be impressed. This could lead to somebody's anxiety, and they might end up being very, very upset about this. Because they're not going to be chosen. Fucking hell. I feel like it's the person that this person would be married to. Or if it's not marriage, committed. So, yeah. So a past life soulmate, or somebody from the past, and I'm talking about way back past, not 5 minutes ago. Somebody's going to come in and make somebody relook their future. Whether that they are married or in a very committed relationship. I do feel like the person that they're committed to is going to be the one that's going to end up being rejected in the long run. And I don't necessarily feel like this has to be to the end of July. This process, I want to say, may take a little bit of time. But there's going to be a rejection of a marriage or a commitment. And there is going to be a past life soulmate or old past connection brought back in. But there will be a stalemate and a delay for a little while, because it's showing me delays everywhere. Hold on. I'm nosy, because this is actually super fucking interesting right now. Hold on. Okay. Is the past life soulmate the better choice between the two? Well, okay, it's going to take a little work and determination, because whatever, okay, if there is a past connection between the two, let's say it's in this lifetime past, if there's been some shit between the two, it is going to take some work to get past what's happened. It will take some shit to get past what happened. However, yeah, it's going to take a little while. but it ends in the Star card. It's going to take some healing, first of all. Some really strong communication boundaries with this person, but healing from the past. Truly letting go what happened in the past. And even if it is a past life soulmate that you've never dealt with, that like either you may have dealt with a little in the past or whatnot. This has a very big chance of being very big wish fulfillment. This has a chance for that wish. Somebody may have already wished for this. Somebody may have already wished for this. To clarify the star, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the upright. The Devil in reverse. Breaking free of the old shit. Allowing karma to be paid off, but this would be wish fucking fulfillment. Somebody has asked for this. And that's why it's going to be easy to break away from that commitment. And at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Spiritual connection. So, that was fucking fascinating. But I do like where that reading was going. That's actually the best reading that's come out. What was that? I'm gonna have a brain fart, but like, was that Aquarius singles or was that Aquarius in a relationship? Does anybody remember? And does anybody, even in here, does that make sense to anybody yet? If so, I want to know about that, because that reading is awesome. Relationship. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you so much with my ADD. I have everything written down, but I keep forgetting to like check mark it because I'm stupid. And you know what? Even though I said it, I'm still probably not going to check mark it. Because I'm stupid. Alright. Let's see. But if anybody resonates with that Aquarius one later, tell me. Because I want to know the tea on that. Because I'm serious. That one was fascinating. I have not got to Taurus yet, Jim. I have Virgo, Capricorn, then Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and then I'll be doing water. So I got fire and air done. All right. But you know what? Since you're here, Jim, General Jim, I'll go ahead and do Taurus first. I'll do Taurus first. Let's see what we got. Taurus single. Why I just started sucking on this Jolly Rancher, I don't know. It just popped into my head, probably because somebody's going to come at you with little dick energy. And I don't mean that could be male or female. It don't have to be gender specific. Alicia, you just missed Gemini, bitch. Love you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Taurus. For General Jim. Taurus singles till the end of July. Taurus. If this little fucker comes out again, although he's only come out for a couple sides, but he's irritating my soul right now. I don't want to be a player no more. Some of you Tauruses are wanting either somebody to stop being a player energy, or you have recently learned some lessons that have taught you not to be a player energy anymore. Right? We don't have to have that mindset. It could just be somebody inconsistent. So for some of you singles, there's going to be somebody specific that you wish would change their ways. Or there would be something different about them. Maybe they've not been consistent with anything in the past. You wish maybe they wouldn't make you feel so left on the outside. And honestly, some of you are playing the blame game. Some of you are playing the blame game on that. Some of you aren't interested in having a full-blown relationship right now, because it's like you want to keep your options open because of something from a past. And some of you had some marriages end really badly, and, well, part of you almost have rebuilt from that. And some of you may... This fucking candy is not working out. Don't stick to my table. Okay. And some of you, as odd as this may sound, some of you may rethink the ideas of marriage. So, like, with that being said, it's kind of like, you know, I had a really bad divorce and I had to give up half my shit, or the divorce took too long, or this or this or that. And it's almost like you may not want to get married again. Maybe you want to be in something that's more long term. Maybe you don't want to sign the dotted line. That's obviously not going to apply for everybody. But there are some of you that are in that process of like really, really thinking like, you know what, marriage is not for me. So there's something there that is being reevaluated for some Taurus. For others, you are the player still. Some of you are the player, and I'm talking to the Taurus that know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Okay, you're juggling too goddamn much. You're not ready to settle down, and somebody else is wishing that you would just get your shit together. It's like you're not committing. You're not committing to somebody, but somebody wishes that you would. They wishes that cycle would kind of close out, that you would change your ways. Uh-oh, that flew out. Yeah. But somebody was hurt by a marriage or another situation. Like, it's like, nah. And that might be somebody's holdup. You might even be dealing with somebody who has been hurt from a marriage in a past, right? They could be somebody who was hurt by a player, and you may want them to come close to you. Maybe they're not able to change certain things that have happened, or the way they come at you. Maybe they can't come at you correctly because of a past situation. And honestly, from what I can see in this energy, I don't see this person coming at you correctly at all in the near future. So if this is your story where you may be sitting around waiting for someone to do something differently, Taurus, nah. If you're the cross watcher looking for Taurus, like, is this person going to change up? Not anytime soon. No. If at all. If at all. The past has really done some damage. The past has really done some damage. Let me ask for something other than that, because I feel like Taurus got ripped off. Okay, Spirit. Taurus singles, that is not just what I read. Because what's coming in for Taurus in love, it's not what I just looked at. For God's sake, Taurus, get out of your head. Stop reflecting on the shit that's happened in the past. It can't hurt you anymore. It can't hurt you anymore. I do think that some of you have an opportunity for a fly-by night to kind of come in. I don't see anything that would be completely serious, right? There might be somebody who's even got control issues, some kind of baggage that would kind of blaze through. Just remember that you have a lot to offer somebody. Make sure you vet that person. Just make sure that you vet that person. Clarify that one more time. I don't think this person would have the longevity. This person that would come in. Now, that's not going to be the case for all of you, obviously. That's why you have to use your discernment and everything that you've learned from the past. I do see walking away from this situation. It probably could be maybe a summer fling, something that's not meant to be long term. But just hold your head high and don't be anxious over it, because there's a reason for every season. Yeah, don't sit around and wonder if it's going to up level, because it's not. And you're going to feel it. You're just going to kind of know, and you just can't sit in that energy. It's not going to go anywhere. Alright. Taurus in a relationship. What's coming for the next couple months? Okay, those of you Tauruses that are in a relationship or kind of loosely involved with someone, or energetically feel like you are locked and bound to someone, which can happen. There's a possibility of steady progress, I can see, if you've been having issues. If there's been issues, there's a possibility of steady progress, but look, somebody's in some kind of illusion and confusion right now. And I feel like whatever is happening right now, and I don't mean in 5 minutes from now, a few days from now, I mean like in the current moment. Everything that you do for the next, because this, every time I say these things, and I feel this strong, this comes really fast, generally. Obviously, it can't be everybody. But what you do over the next few fucking days is going to matter, and I cannot stress that enough. Whatever you are saying, whatever you do, whatever these behaviors are, if this is you, watch yourself. It's very much going to matter on how the wheel turns for you. I don't know why I need to say that, but if you're not listening, listen. Because this Wheel of Fortune, I want to say, can turn in the upright real fucking quick. So if you're in a marriage, okay, there is something very pivotal coming over the next few days, even up to a week at the most, likely. The way that you say things, behave, or how you conduct yourself is going to matter. If you want something to work itself out, if you want to see progress, even if you are coming out of a relationship with someone and trying to build a friendship, whatever this is, whatever you're trying to do with this person that you feel committed to, locked and bound to, somebody that you still love, whatever this is, even if you're freshly out, married, even married and separated, whatever this connection is like that, something is very important that's coming in, and you really have to watch yourself. First of all, the person that you're dealing with, or you even, could be very blocked and guarded. So somebody might be very, very touchy, very on guard. Somebody might cut your fucking ass in half if you're not careful. So be very cautious with your words. There's something very significant for some reason. Okay. There is an opportunity, maybe, in the long run, but it's going to be in the distant. I feel like this is such slow growth, it might stagnate so much, you might lose your shit and just get done. And, you know, maybe this is something that's already happened. For some of you, this will be shit that's already played out. It's like if you do not play this cool, whatever is happening, there is going to be a fucking ending. There's not going to be a friendship. There's not going to be nothing. And if you have kids together, it's going to be, you know what? I'm going to come pick up the kids. Yeah, right. That will be the extent of the connection that you have with that person. Or it will result in just only text messages. There will be like a complete end. I don't know why it's coming out like that. Never read it like that so much, but this will be an absolute complete end if you're not cool. And you're just going to be watching from the outside. And obviously, Taurus, if this is not you, this would be your person. Yeah, the world, completion. Completion. So watch out for that, Taurus. Right now, it's somebody's very touchy, as I said. Watch your words. Or boom. Let's see. Well, thank you, Jim. I don't. Sometimes the shit don't make sense. It's going to make sense for somebody. There's somebody meant to watch the collective somewhere on this freaking planet that's supposed to hear some shit or something, or Gatorade or whatever. So I'm just rolling with it. Alright, so we got Capricorn. Capricorn singles. Oh, we got communications with somebody. For some of you, you're already having some very passionate conversation with somebody, Capricorn singles. Oh, no problem. I hope it resonates, and at the same time, you know, when it's kind of shitty, I just hope it don't resonate for anybody. Capricorn singles. Yeah, some of you Capricorn are already having some very passionate conversation with somebody. A lot of communications. There's a lot of optimism, I think, right now with somebody. Well, whichever ones of you this is for. This is not going to apply for everybody. I'm seeing two collectives here. Two collectives I can see. Alright, so some of you Capricorn are already having some passionate connection with somebody. This is going to be very sexually charged. Okay, there could be pictures exchanged. There could be a lot of messages. But look, some of you are going to figure out that there's going to be a failure to launch in that situation. That it's really not actually going to become a relationship. You might find more drama coming with it as you go. For some of them, they're going to be in another situation. For some of them, there's going to be another situation, because especially if you're not in a relationship, this could be somebody who just, you might find out that they're just kind of manipulative. They could text other people. Okay. Some of you, if it's not a third party, it's just a connection that's not going to like go to level 2. Okay, it's just going to be purely kind of sexual. You likely already can feel that energy, like, especially if it's somebody that you just met and every time you talk, all they want to talk about is things that are about sex, or everything just leads that direction where you're not really having get to know me conversations. Things like that. Obviously, things can be hot and passionate when you first get to know somebody, but somebody should also want to know about you and about your day. So, use your discernment when it comes to that person that has this kind of connection. So, if they're not getting to know you and they want to know your vagina, well, it's time to reevaluate that. Unless that's all you're looking for, then green light. But just know that if you feel like that's going to go somewhere, it likely is not, okay? So, next set. Okay, so I feel like there is player 1 and player 2. Okay, but there's somebody, there may be somebody that you talk to, it may feel like a connection. As I said, I still feel like there's failure to launch with somebody. But for this other collective, there is another person. Over the next, and it doesn't even have to be the end of July, because sometimes this takes a minute. And who are we on? Capricorn. This possibly could take longer, because I do see the Lovers card. Now, do I think in the next couple months this first one I talked about will come to conclusion? Yeah. Okay, that's going to be a fast in, fast out. The second set here, I feel it's going to take a little bit longer. For some of you, it could end in the couple months, by the end of July. For some of you, this situation is going to take a little bit longer, as I said. There is going to be a judgment call made in a situation. Now, it could be somebody that knows that there is a choice between two people. It could be a third-party situation. It's really kind of what I'm getting is more of a third-party situation. Somebody may get tired of waiting on someone to choose. Somebody may get tired of waiting on someone to choose, and they're going to choose themselves. I got the Lovers and the Three of Swords in reverse, so I do feel like somebody would cut ties with someone or just stop being with them in that kind of way. Basically to save themselves. It's going to be a judgment call, but it's a very spiritual connection. It's a spiritual connection. But the problem is I feel like on the flip side, the other person that they might be having a hard time letting go of is also a very spiritual or soulmate kind of connection, whether it be karmic tie, soul tie, whatever this is. It's like both are spiritual in nature, but one is more suited than the other. One is more suited than the other. I got the King and Queen of Wands. I feel like this is the power couple. They have the opportunity to make mountains move. They could work together, or they could build an empire together. There's a lot of opportunity for growth with one than the other. But it doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't always mean that they're in a relationship, really. It could also be that they're talking to two people with a spiritual connection. They could be married to one of the people, you know, but somebody is dealing in this collective with two people. And as I said, both spiritual, but one is suited for more than the other. And even if this has been going, and like I said, this is going to go on for a little longer. This could have actually already been going on for a while. This could be something that some of you, Capricorn, have already been dealing with for a while. And you may be manifesting the shit out of an answer. Like, oh, what should I do? Some of you are manifesting that. Some of you know you're being manipulated in some way, but you've been allowing it because the connection is so strong. Even if you're not getting the commitment. But just know the reason that that's happening is because this is very spiritual in nature. It could range from anything from a karmic situation to a twin flame and whatnot. But it is very spiritual. But good luck on that fucking journey. It's not wanting to show an outcome kind of yet. So the first part of you, the ones of you that have just a very sexual connection that doesn't seem to be up-leveling past that, it's not going to. It's going to burn fast and end fast. The other ones that are going through that soul shit, woo! May the force be with you. Alright, Capricorns in an actual relationship, not going through the shit show. I bet this is going to be a shit show too. Why do I feel like this is going to fucking cross over? I'm already going to call a crossover. Capricorns in a relationship. What do we got for the Capricorns in a relationship? Oh, god damn it. It did cross over. Oh, Jesus, Capricorn. It's pulling the same thing. Well, whoever you are down with in this shit, from the singles read, the connection is so strong, you already feel like you're in a relationship with this person. So this is just, I don't even know why. I guess I could just say, boop. Same. But you know, somebody's going to get sick of the stalemate. If somebody does not make a decision, with from that first read, somebody's walking. They're just waiting for the right time right now. It's like they're trying to wait it out to see what the fuck's going to happen. Are they going to be chosen? Is that other situation going to work? Like, let's kind of see where that shit's going. You know, and and the fucked up thing is, I got the Four of Wands just now, which is my 1111 card. Not only do I think that at least one person is probably married or very deeply committed, like I said, can I just say, I feel like this person, if they were to choose you, or if you were to choose that other person, that this is a better fucking option. I don't know how to explain it. There is one that is so much of a better option. That King and Queen of Wands. Like that person that you know that you can build a fucking empire with. Whoever that is your person. It's your fucking person. If it's you, Capricorn, figure it the fuck out. I know it's hard to leave a situation if you're in it. If you're married or whatever. If you're committed. And you're looking at a person and you know beyond all hell that that is your person, and like you could move a mountain. You could have anything you want. The sex is amazing. The connection is amazing. You don't have all these problems and issues, and you know, it just flows. And then when you're at home with your whatever the fuck, and it's like the Peanuts mom, that's all you fucking hear all day long. Who could possibly be happy with that? It's like listening to a chihuahua not shut up for 24 hours. Are you happy? Is your soul happy? No. Go with the match. It doesn't matter what the hell. Divorce. Divorce that motherfucker. Leave that bitch. Okay? Life is too damn short to be so unhappy. You know what? Sometimes you have a lot of assets between you, and you know what? Sometimes people have to file bankruptcy. Sometimes you have to let somebody have custody of the dog. Sometimes there's kids involved. But you know what? At the end of the day, happiness is what matters. Because when mama and daddy are not happy, neither are the kids. Regardless of what people think. Fighting, arguing, drama. You're giving the kids baggage too. You're not the only ones fighting. You're putting the kids through internal battles themselves. They feel like they have to fucking choose. All the time. It's weird. We think that we're doing it for the best and we're not. You know, there are programs that help women get out and, you know, when you're separated. And you know what? Nobody should ever be ashamed of having to get on assistance of any kind. Ever. To get you out of a shitty situation. There's no good reason to stay in something that's so fucking toxic. But I feel like something is toxic. And there is a perfect fucking match right here. There is a perfect match right here. And this could be the ultimate happiness. This could be like literally your ship coming in. There is the Empress coming off the Four of fucking Wands. I'm done. I'm done. You know if I'm reading for you and your collective on this. Bitch. You know what choice you need to make. Or the choice that you've needed to make for a long time. Because I feel like some of you have been going through this for a while. Because this is such a deep connection. Such a hard fucking choice. Because both the people are very spiritual for you. But I feel like the person that you are with, or still not letting go of, is not the one. Like, the one that you are feeling like you can just have it all with. I don't feel like that's an illusion at all. Don't let your fear hold you back. Stop using the excuses to leave the other one. Stop it. And good luck, Capricorn, because that looks like a fucking shit show. Alright. Virgo. Aaron, thank you so much for all that you do, hooker. I appreciate you. Alright, Virgo. I wish I was faster at this, but you know what? I'm just not. I'm just not. This is going to take forever to upload to YouTube. Alright, Virgo. Single. No, sorry. Virgo. No, it was singles. Craft singles. I don't know. Virgo singles. I'll let you shuffle. I just heard swag. Virgo singles, swag. Somebody working on their money. Somebody's working on their money and their finance. And somebody... I don't know. Fucking earth signs. Alright, Virgo singles. What we got coming in. I don't read in the reverse, but I'm going to take that in the reverse. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, Virgo. I do think that part of you are working on your money right now. You are working on your material. I do see the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are taking a time right now to be a little bit more independent. You are healing from the past. You had some shit that's happened. I do feel like, well, for some of you, I do feel like you weren't chosen in a situation. And it did lead to a false start. And, you know, maybe somebody made you feel some kind of way, and you could have done this to somebody else. You could have led somebody to believe that you were going to have something with them, and it just never launched off. Could be vice versa. But, you know, you are healing from that. You are taking your independent time, and you are just making that money. You are making that money. But some of you are coming into a period of time now, or have been for a minute, where you're kind of like at a stalemate. Do I slow down and take the time for love, or do I just keep pushing the pentacles? Well, I just want to say, life is too short. If it's a choice between money and love, there is no reason why you can't balance the two. Alright, there's just simply no reason why you can't balance the two. Okay, that's for those of you who are considering it, because I see some of you are at a stalemate at that. I just say, hell, go for it. Why not? Why not? What are you going to do? Just trip and fall on love? Jesus, I'd hate for that to happen. But, you know, I just want to say, just go out there and meet people and be open and receptive for that collective that's been a tight ass and not wanting to go out. I'm a Virgo. I know what it's like. Get your head out of your ass. Come on, go outside. Meet some people. Frolic. You can still make that money and still look at ass. Alright, you just can. I feel like those of you, that part of the collective is healed enough to be able to go. You've been independent long enough. You've learned the independence outside of relationship. Now it's time to be able to build an empire together, because you have yours already. So, we have the next set. Some of you, Virgo, have a choice of two. Some of you have a choice of two. Some are water, some may be earth. Could be interchangeable. You know, it could be water sign, could be earth sign, or very strong placements. A lot of earth here, though. Here's the deal. I got the Fool in reverse. Some of you are still going to struggle even when you have options, whether you're going to still work on finance or whether you're going to go at love. But I think that some of you are just little pimps and you do have options. But you have such fucking trust issues you can't go forward. Stop it. Just stop it. Because I see an Empress here. You know what you're worth. You know what you're worth. You know what you bring to the table. And the thing is you may feel a little bit judgy. I'm just going to be honest. You may be a little bit judgy because you're coming in as the Empress and we have 2 knights coming at you. But here's the deal. One knight is stable. And one knight, not so much. But they both offer something different. But I think it's going to be appealing to both. Did I say that right? Both of them are going to offer something, but it's going to appeal to you in different ways. Like, both of them are going to be very appealing in different ways. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe the loyalty, dedication kind of feel of one, like maybe, I'm just throwing out scenarios, like the girl next door feel for one, you know, the other one maybe a little bit more independent and, you know, outgoing, something like that. Maybe there's going to be something a bit different between the two, but they're both going to be very attractive to you. Okay. Don't make indecision be what fucks this up. I mean, vet some things, but don't be that player-ass energy either, because I feel like you could wreck the car with both of them if you're not cautious. But there would be 2 opportunities there. But don't linger on decisions too long. Don't be like, well, I don't know about relationships and this and that. I do feel like that you're going to have a good opportunity coming in. I feel like you've healed a lot. I think that you know more so what you want, but don't let indecision be what fucks it up. Now, if this is not you, if this is in the reverse, don't wait around too long for someone to make a decision. If you're not really in a relationship, you're just kind of dating around and you're not really, you know how much you can take. We're all consenting adults in life. But don't stay somebody's option. Okay? You are the motherfucking Empress. Virgo. Just keep doing you. Don't get jerked around, but also at the same time, don't be jerking people around, because I know what Virgos are like. Don't be Virgoing. Alright, Virgos in relationships. Let's see what you got going on. Virgo, I don't know if this is really necessarily about relationships, but some of you might have been either emotional or feeling kind of heavy lately. That anxiety may be kind of been overwhelming. I know we've come out of like some eclipses and some fucking retrogrades and Gatorades and everything else lately. Some of you are going to just be a little bit in your feelings. And it doesn't even have to be necessarily completely about this relationship or whatever you're involved in here. Some of you are going to reflect on a missed opportunity, or you feel like there was a missed opportunity. I want to say don't reflect on the past. Don't reflect on the past. Don't regret what's behind you or what came from it. There's nothing in life should be a regret. It's all a learning process. And don't let it weigh on you too much, because I feel like, it could affect the relationship that you're in. You can even have been in this relationship for a little while as well. And I feel like you brought some baggage in. For these are the ones, if you're a healed Virgo who's not all about fucking drama and like your shit's cool, this is not for you. This is for more of a Virgo who has brought in past baggage, or it just keeps kind of reflecting on something that either was a false start or just kind of didn't really work out. Do not reflect on the past too much, because I feel like it's going to keep you in this moon energy where it's just going to be like dreary and sometimes it can make you feel like shit's not there that's there. I said that in the reverse. That things aren't fucking hill. Reflecting too much on the past can make you feel like you're current or you're present. That there's illusions and things that aren't really there. I hope I'm saying that now. I hope I spoke English correctly then. So don't allow that to happen. But I do see some movement forward. And if you live at a distance, some of you are at a distance, there is going to be travel. I do see travel. And I have the Strength card. So there are going to be some times that you are just going to maybe have to bite your tongue. Maybe try not to have some arguments. There might have to be... Some of you are going to have to learn to choose your battles. You got Judgment. And it may make you feel stuck, but it's not. It's a learning experience. But, don't also swallow your soul to hold your whole truth back. It might feel like a lot of things are going to be coming at you. I feel like these are outside influences more so than in the relationship itself. For some of you, Virgo, it is going to be things in a relationship. It's going to be like shit just keeps coming at you. And I want to say that don't lie to yourself if you're in that situation when it's one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing. Eventually, you do have to look at that situation and make a judgment call, because you will feel trapped. At that stage, some of you are going to think about leaving your situation over the next few months or try to figure out how to get out. Right? But for the other part of you, like I said, there's going to be travel. If there's distance, it's just going to take a minute. But just be patient with it. I feel like some of you, yeah, there's reunion. But still, some of you are going to be working on your pentacles. So, for some of you, you're going to try to figure out how to get out. And you're going to know what part of the collective it is. I do think that you will end up doing that, though. That's not in my cards. That's just how I feel. There's going to be a lot of you who are actively going for that. If you want that, you will achieve that. You will get out. I hear 6 months. So within 6 months, those of you that are in that energy, you're going to fuck off. You're just going to be, you're going to fuck off. You're going to be gone. But for the rest of you, those of you who are at a distance, there is some coming back around. There's a reuniting showing up. And there's a very, let's see. Yep, just a delay. Just a delay. But there's a lot of patience in that situation. And I think that those people that are at a distance are really working on some things. I see the Virgo read as pretty positive, that people are trying to move forward. Those of you that are trying to leave a situation, yes, you will if you want that. But if you don't, that situation is going to keep fucking up. And I think you already know that because you just keep repeating that cycle. You are likely in a karmic situation. The definition of insanity is really just kind of repeating the same thing and expecting a different result. So let's not try that. Right? Let's break the cycle. Let's break that cycle if you find yourself in that, especially if you're looking at, you've been doing this for years and you find yourself at the same point at this stage. What makes you think that's going to get better? Alright, so now we're at water. We're at water. I just have Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces left. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces left. You ain't lying, Erica. Alright. So we got Scorpio. Let's see what's coming in for Scorpio singles till the end of July. I wonder how to take, I heard matchmaker, make me a match. There's going to be a lot of you single Scorpios really looking. But I'm going to take that as well, that some of you are going to meet your match. Does it have to be the perfect the one match? No, but you know, a lot of times when I hear that, it means that somebody could be in the energy also of meeting someone that's matched to them. We'll see what comes up. Scorpio. God damn it, Scorpio. Yeah. Okay. Watch out for any kind of a soul connection kind of energy coming in quickly. I do have the devil. That can be somebody that has a soul tie. It also could be a toxic connection. If they're not already in the energy, they could be. They already might have their eye on you. I do see the stalking and watching card out. So somebody might already be like kind of keeping an eye on you. Or admiring your pictures. Or sitting in your bushes. I don't know. It could be all kinds of shit. They could be in your mailbox for all I fucking know. But I feel like you're going to be at the point where you really kind of decide what you want. Okay, I'm going to date now, or I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm ready for my 9 of Cups. And if this person hasn't stepped into your energy and made it known yet, that's like, it might come suddenly, right? I want to say this could be a very passionate connection. That's why the devil's out, because that's about lust and sex as well. But it also could be about a strong soul tie. So whether that's going to be true for some of you, and for some of you it's not. But sometimes that's why it's hard to break away from someone. I have the Ace of Wands as well. So like I said, it could be a very sexual connection. But it's still coming in as a page. So this wouldn't be somebody who I would consider to be so much a long-term possibility. It would be somebody with a long-term possibility. I do see the 5 of Cups as well. So I do think that because of the strong connection, the bond, it could be even just a strong sexual connection. Somebody might have a little bit of regret for, oh, how did I not see that coming? Or, well, literally even maybe. But, there may be some regret that it didn't work out. It just kind of really depends on the person. I do think as well there's an opportunity for somebody else to also come in. There may be a second person that might have a little bit of a stronger connection to, well, not necessarily a stronger connection, but somebody with maybe a little bit stronger of an offer. Maybe somebody who's not so abrasive and wanting to move so fast. It could be somebody that's a little bit more structured. But you know what? Honestly, when somebody comes in and fucks with you, it's hard to be like, you know what? It's almost like, man, I just tried this and somebody else came in, and you know what? To hell with it for right now. There may be some doubt to try it with the second person or to give them a chance, because I'm hoping that the good one comes in first, but it's not going to happen that way for everybody. I feel like the shitty one is going to be more in the current energy, or somebody coming in first. But don't let this person ruin your good time, okay? Life is too damn short. Allow people to come in and fuck up. Not everybody's going to be perfect. Hell, we're not going to be perfect. But I feel like there's an opportunity maybe to reject someone that's a little bit better because of something. So, and if that is not happening right now, if that's something that's already happened, somebody just burned your ass because they were not committal or cheated, or it was very sexual and you knew it and things happened and it just was like you were fucking done. It may be hard to accept this new person coming in, if that sounds like more your story. But this ass wipe, you still got to watch out for. And if it's already happened, I'm sorry. But there is somebody that wants to offer something that will be coming in if they're not already there. But don't let the past be what stops you from going forward. Don't let that regret of, oh, I allowed somebody in and they hurt me. Well, you could walk outside and fucking fall in the road, and that's going to hurt too. You can go outside and get hit by a car. But you know what? You don't want to go out of this world feeling like you never did anything, like you never loved, like you never were loved. Not ever giving the love that you've always wanted to give somebody. And you won't ever know that unless you roll the dice. You have to roll the dice. At the end of the day, with every person that it's not worked out with, we're still here. It didn't kill us. In essence, it made us stronger. We would be nowhere near as healed and as strong as we are. And even if we don't feel healed, we've all healed to an extent. So don't bullshit yourself. You've come so far. But it came with every scratch and scar that your heart has. So it's going to be okay. But you need to let this shit ass in. And even if this is not in the next 2 months, you still got to let the little shit ass in. If you want somebody to love you, you got to be open and receptive. But I feel like a rejection of an offer might happen because of the past. Like I said, you have to give somebody a chance to fuck up before you can judge them for it. Don't do it, Scorpio. And that song, Beautiful Mistakes, just popped in my head. I don't know if they're just trying to tell me the name of the song or in the lyrics. I don't know. Maybe that song means some shit to somebody out there. But I see justice. It's like justice is trying to be served. Like they're trying to give you something good or work you towards it. But you got to just kind of get on board with it. What's the day I should have wore my shirt saying I'm allergic to people? I'm so glad, Margarita. And it was my honor and pleasure to do that. Alright, so we got Scorpio in relationships. I'm sorry this is taking so long, everybody. Scorpio in relationships. So we got oh, there you are with the High Priestess. I can never drop cards that aren't important. Always. Oh, Jesus. Alright. You know what? Alright, I know exactly the set of Scorpio that I'm talking to. So if this doesn't sound like remotely your story, then this ain't you. Alright, so there's two people in the energies, first of all. Two people in their energies, but I don't feel like this is necessarily third party. Now, I do have justice here. This could be something legal. This could be something legal. Or it could have to do with something that's going to be legal. Anyways, so I feel like the person that you are with, or kind of with, or talking to, but you know you guys got intentions. This is somebody, this is for the collective that's energetically combined, at least. or in a relationship, married, whatnot. So I don't think in the past you got nearly what you deserve from this person. For some of you, there was a choice between two. Okay, for some of you, there was some breadcrumbing going because there may have been some back and forth between somebody else. I don't feel like that's the case for this collective at this point. So if you started in a third party, it is no longer a third party. There's already been choices made. But for some of you, if it's not because of a third party when it began, it was somebody that maybe kind of came in half-assed, like you didn't get the communication or the time or the effort, something like that. But you know what? This is the person that I'm talking to with this has a very kind of psychic connection with this person. I don't know, it's like you feel them, like you know what they're going through, or you just kind of can tell when they're bullshitting you, like it's on somebody's end. There's a connection at least there. I want to say, you know, there's room for growth here with this situation. If you're not married, I do see, and I also see justice. I can also take that for myself as possible marriage, because I see so many positive cards coming around this. But you know, we have this fucking third party energy over here, and that could be an ex. We got the Knight of Wands who keeps showing up everywhere, but we got the Hermit and the Ten of Swords. So this was somebody this may be somebody who comes in and out. This could be somebody that, you know, it could be an ex, or, you know, if there's kids involved, there's a lot of reasons why exes can come in and out. You could still have your name on shit. There could be a million reasons why exes come in and out. But I don't feel like that's something, because it's something that's ended, because I do see the Ten of Swords. This is something that has ended. But seems to be an energy for some reason. They just want to pop in and out. I don't know if this is just somebody who pops in and out to fuck with shit. For some people, that's going to be the case. But I do feel like, as far as the actual relationship goes, this is something that has a chance to up-level to marriage, or moving in together. Some kind of legal contract. Not everybody wants to get married, so this could be living together long term and having a house together, buying a home together. So some of you are going to up-level over the next couple months. There could be an engagement for those of you who are not, you know, at that point. So you could get engaged. Some of you are going to get married. And some of you will have an indication that is going to go that way, or you can move in together. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But this collective that I'm talking to is going somewhere, because at some point the communication shifted. There's better communication, more communication. It's like there may be more hopes and dreams that are going to be shared. You're going to find out a little bit more about each other. So there's going to be some indication for everybody that's a part of this. So if it's new, you're going to see that there is something to look forward to, that you're more like-minded than you thought, because the communication is coming. For those of you who wanted to be engaged, there's likely to be some up-level. Of course, not all of you, but people are going to get engaged, and some of you are going to get married. And for those of you who are married, and if you have been hoping that your communication with your partner is going to get better, I do feel like that would be the case. I do think you need to give it time and just kind of do what you need to do, and there's going to be things are going to have some improvement. You just got to keep striving for that, right? Because not all of you are going to apply to the ex coming in and out. But for some of you, you know, like I said, new relationships, there might be kids together. Even later on relationships, there's still another father figure or somebody who's just kind of woo. And you know, and sometimes that can even be children that affect things. But I'm taking this more so as an ex, but it's going to resonate for everybody a little differently. But I do feel like that's next. Don't let them fuck shit up, because what the two of you have is nice. What the two of you have is really nice, and it can be a really beautiful thing. So whatever you do, just don't let the outside influence screw with it. Scorpio is over. Alright. So we got Cancer and Pisces. Good night, Margarita. Sweet dreams. Alright, so we got Cancer. Cancer singles. For some of you Cancers, you're going to have a match coming in. For some of you Cancers, there's a match coming in if you're not already dealing with that person. I got the Emperor and the Empress. But look, there may be addictions at play here. I do see the Devil. So that could be, you know, drugs, alcohol, sex, video games, outdated patterns, not being able to let them go, obsessive thinking. There's something that could cause some conflict here with maybe somebody you're trying to get to know or that you will try to get to know. But I want to say that, like, this person, whoever I'm talking to here, with the Emperor and Empress, that's a very good match. That's the top. I just finished Scorpio. I'm doing Cancer currently. There is a match, but why is that there? Here's the problem, though. There may be more than one person involved in this. There might be a little bit of competition. It could be between an air sign, somebody with Gemini in their chart, doesn't have to be. But there may be a little bit of competition going on. But you know what? Sometimes if you meet someone on an app, or if you're just kind of loosely talking, you're not even dating, like you're just... Sometimes there's more than one person, and sometimes they got to get to know people. I mean, hell, you can't knock someone. You can't just talk to someone for a minute and be like, oh, that's the one, unless you just know. I say people need to keep their options open for a minute, but if you want someone, the minute that you decide that, that's when you move forward. You delete the apps and you say, look, this is kind of where I want to be. How you feel about that? Right? So there may be a little competition with this person. I'm hoping that they're not addicted to drama because of their past, because they don't know how to communicate in the proper way. This may be a problem. This may be something with a boundary that may need to be set with this individual that comes in. They very well could be either one, okay, because we're talking vice versa. So I feel like one of you might not be used to being told no as much as maybe the other person. Somebody's more used to getting their way. This could cause conflict. You know, because really, I just feel like some strong boundaries are probably going to have to be set here. Finances may be an issue as well. So, for some of you, this person might not really be employed or make as much as they would. That could be somebody that there may be some self-worth problems when it comes to that. That could also cause a little bit of drama, because we don't always meet a person at the right time, right? Sometimes it's when we're in between stuff and when we're not ready for it, and then Cupid's arrow shoots us right in the ass. Well, sometimes that's just a thing. It just is. And somebody may need to just focus on work, right? And sometimes when we meet people, we get excited, and there may be a point to where one or the other person may really need to work and get their shit together a little bit, and the other person just really wants communication, and they're not going to get it the way that they're used to. They may not get used to being told no or ignored or put on the back burner, but sometimes that's okay. There is a healthy way to do that. Somebody may have to get over that just a fucking little bit. Somebody's going to have to put their ego and pride aside and realize that's not like, it's not cool to put people under pressure when it comes to life, because sometimes we do just have to put ourselves first, as you do as well. But again, this can be them or this could be you. And like I said, for some of you, there's going to be a choice between two. Watch out for anybody who may be married. Okay, you need to use your discernment. Because for some of you, somebody is going to be married. Somebody that's communicating with you is not honest. But I think that you're going to feel that. It's going to be like you're going to feel like you're on a schedule. Right? Like, oh, you can feel that the messages are short. They're not going to want to take you to certain places or talk at certain times. Now, sometimes that is going to be because somebody's actually working. Okay? Sometimes there is. That's where it's going to get complicated, and that's where the lessons start coming in, damn it. But somebody's going to have a choice between two. And that could be you. You could have a choice between more than one. Like I said, let's see Cancer, what we got for the Cancers and relationships. But looks like you got some stuff coming in over the next couple months. Brown chicken wow wow. Or brown chicken brown cow. Hey Susan, hey Patty. Cancer in relationships. That fucking King of Cups. Why is another person Alright, I can already see this in two fucking ways. There is an outside person that, for some of you Cancers, and you know, it could be an outside person or persons, that does affect your relationship a little bit too much. And for some of you, it's going to cause a relationship to come to an end. It doesn't have to be romantic, but could be. And for some of you, this outside influence is going to cause a rift in the relationship. And something is going to end here between the King and Queen of Swords here. So these are the people in the relationship. We have a suited pair here. But the question is, why does this person have so much control and sway in this relationship? That's the thing. Yep. Whether they're putting doubts or whether they've come in a romantic way and put doubts in someone's head, this is going to cause the situation to come to a close. I'm getting tens, too many tens off that. Somebody's going to go back and forth and start to see things in a different way. But I just want to say, if this is a romantic interference, Cancer, or cross watcher, because it could be either of you, make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's worth it. If your person is no longer the person for you, and this has been a continuous thing. And if you feel like you've tried everything, and I feel like I'm talking to somebody long term. So if you are new Cancers in a relationship, I don't feel like this is something new that's only like a year or less. Okay, we're talking at least probably 3 years or more. Somebody has too much influence in your relationship. It could be, like I said, it could be people. But they make the energy so conflicted. So freaking conflicted. This could even be somebody at a distance. If this isn't a romantic relationship, well, I guess it could still be. But this might even be somebody like at a really big distance that has too much say or sway in how a relationship goes, or maybe the vibe of the relationship. But it shouldn't be that way. There shouldn't be anybody in there. It's stopping some kind of up level. So if this is a marriage, it's stopping some kind of repair to the situation. If it's a couple that's been together long term, this is something that's going to stop a marriage from proceeding. Some kind of up level. Look. And just like if you're going to leave a situation, Cancer, make sure, or cross watcher, if you're watching for Cancer, if you're going to leave a situation, because I don't know your fucking situation. And I'm not here to judge it. But make sure you leave and let a situation end because it needs to. And make sure that you're doing it for you. Because if you are to do it to leave, to move to someone else, I feel like there's going to be some kind of, well, first of all, you start something on a false foundation. That foundation, first of all, isn't solid. There is trust issues off the bat, number one. And two, you should always do it for yourself. Make sure that you're making the right choice, that you're leaving for the right reasons, because it will lead to resentment. Because later, when that what if that does hit and will hit kicks in, you're going to look at that person like, well, the minute you start having real problems, and everybody fucking does it, I don't care. That thought crosses your mind like, well, if I wouldn't have left so-and-so, well, if this wouldn't have happened, well, fuck. Jeez. And then you look at them and you kind of despise them a little bit for interfering in your relationship that could have worked out. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It coulda, woulda, shoulda. Then the next thing you know, there's all kinds of conflict in a situation. You too, Susan. Love you, girly. But between the two, there is a better choice, yes. One is more secure and stable. And one might have more passion. But it's really up to you to use your discernment. But don't leave because of someone. Leave because it's in your best interest. That's what I want to say to that. Leave for your wish fulfillment, where you know that you're going to be happy. It just don't leave for someone. That's the worst thing anybody can do. Alright, so we got Pisces. Last and not least, but we got Pisces. Pisces singles is what we got coming in for Pisces singles over the next couple months, I guess. Okay, so it looks like due to a lack of healing from the past, somebody's walking away. This could be everything from childhood trauma, somebody not understanding, you know, how to deal with like the way life works, but for some reason somebody is walking away from this Emperor energy. This is usually the Emperor, especially when it comes out like this, is somebody that's like, you know, controlling, tries to be the boss, or knows it all. You know, there's a lot of elements to the Emperor. I don't feel like this is the good parts of the Emperor. But there is walking away, likely because this individual hasn't healed. You know, they might not know how to communicate correctly. They might just not adult very well. For whatever reason that is, it's likely there's going to be a walking away because healing is still needed. And then we have over here the Queen of Pentacles. It looks like it's coming in. And you know, Pisces, for some of you, the past is returning. For some of you, the past is returning. And it's somebody that either you have emotion for or that has emotion for you. Hell, it could be mutual. But we do have this Queen of Pentacles coming back in, and it doesn't have to be gender specific, obviously. But I do feel like this could possibly either be, if it's not somebody that was from your past in this life, again, this can also be a card of a past life, but it is a Queen of Pentacles energy. It could be an earth sign. Could be an earth sign. Somebody with strong earth in their chart. Doesn't have to be, but it could be an actual mothering kind of energy. It could be somebody who's just very nurturing in nature even. But it does look like this is somebody from the past trying to come in. So if that's not your story, sorry. It's not part of your collective today. But if you're already dealing with somebody, it looks like you're going to be walking away from somebody, and somebody else is going to be trying to come in within the next 2 months. For you Pisces singles, I feel like if this is somebody from the past, there's going to be a lot of shit to work out. Show me. Oh yeah, Hangman. So yeah, this could happen all of a sudden. You might not see it come if it's not already happened yet. But honestly, a new perspective has to be had. If this is going to be a restart between you and something from the past, Pisces, decisions, first of all, need to be made. There could be a choice between more than one person. There was two energies there. If they kind of crossed over at all, well, you know, maybe somebody's walking away from somebody that they needed to, and even maybe even coming towards you. So if you find that you were in like some weird ass triangle or waiting on somebody, then somebody could be walking away from somebody else as well and coming towards you. Okay, if that's been a thing, if you've been waiting on someone to make a decision, they could be coming towards you. Because I see even a decision between two, it could happen all of a sudden. You might not even see it coming, but there needs to be a new perspective if there's going to be a restart. It will come in as a page energy, but it needs to. It needs to be a restart of a foundation. It has to be. I don't feel like there's any way around it other than to, because you cannot build on quicksand. You cannot do it. Hey, girly. Alright, so that's what we have coming in for the singles. Let's see, Pisces and relationships. We'll be back. Going on for Pisces currently in relationships. And this is my last one, and then I will get out of your asses. Oh my god, it fell out now. Well, that would come out. Guess I'll keep it. Oh, Jesus. Pisces, you're not all of you are very happy in your current situationship. And I feel like this is more of a situationshipy thing that I'm talking to, because that's what popped into my head. I'm still going to pull cards. I think they're going to show me a couple different things. But let's see, Pisces and relationship. There's the 3 of Cups. Jesus. So it is more of a situationshipy. Oh yeah, so there's fucking hell. So the singles read is trying to come into this one. Somebody is waiting on somebody to choose on a third party. Somebody could even just be kind of watching the third party situation and seeing if a choice is going to be made. That's King of Wands. This is 7 of Cups. This is a King of Wands energy, though. This could be somebody who, you know, is... They could be waiting on you, Pisces, hell, but this is vice versa, really. It could be anybody. This could be somebody that's, you know, good looking, very charismatic, that knows what they want. They could have some controlling tendencies as well. Right? So that's one person showing up. But this is definitely a very strong energy. This is 2 of Pentacles. Yep. Alright, so some of you are going to be waiting on someone to make a decision. That's just... You feel like you might be in a relationship with this person, even if you're loosely involved. Like, you've waited patiently. You've waited patiently for somebody to fucking come around. If that's not you, this would be somebody else. Okay, if that's not you, you do have a King of Wands energy coming in. Could be a fire sign or somebody who's just very strong in their beliefs and kind of, they go after what they want. They're very strong energy. There's going to be communications. Okay, there's going to be a lot of communications, but why is this trying to read like a singles read? Somebody's acting like they're single when they're supposed to be in a relationship. I'm taking it just like that. Somebody is being too single while they're in a relationship, so their behaviors are acting that way. That's why it's also coming up as third party energy for some of you. Somebody is trying to be too juggly with their jigglies. Too many cooks in the kitchen and too many options. And if you know that's not you, and if you're feeling like that's a person that you're dealing with, follow your gut instinct on that, because if you're not getting the communication, the time, and the effort, there's likely it's because it's being split. The energy is being split between you and another. But there's definitely, at minimum, communication with somebody else. At minimum. And it's going to be more for some of you, because I see the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there could be some sexual communications. It could be just, you know, getting to know somebody. But whatever the reason is, this person is split between. Okay. And for those of you who absolutely know 1000% sure that there is no third party, because obviously I can't hit every Pisces. For some of you, this person actually has a lot of shit going on. Excuse me. For those of you that know that it is not third party situation, your person actually has a lot of things going on. I don't think that they tell you everything though. Do I think there's like secrets or things withheld? Yes. But I don't think that person isn't not telling you because it's like a lie. It's just, you know, some people don't want to burden you with all the shit. There's a lot of shit that's going on for this person. They just have a lot of options or a lot of things to decide on right now for whatever reason. Could be work, could be just daily life. It could be, you know, maybe they have an ex, they got to figure out how to deal with the kids. Like, whatever that is, there's a lot of shit actually going on for this person. Don't take whatever's going on personally, I want to say. Don't feel like you're an option, because this person is working their way into trying to figure out how to balance everything. Just please give them time. If not, if you keep pressing it, you're going to get a Tower moment. And I don't know, it might bite you in the ass, and they may end up like ghosting you over it. I mean, obviously if you're married, I mean, you know, they're not likely to ghost, but they might, you know, you never know, they might go out for milk and not come back. Fuck, who knows. But just give that person that you know is not fucking with you, just give them a chance. And just kind of work with them, because I do feel like that they're going through more than you even think. So that is the zodiac. That's love. I hope that resonates at least for one person for each zodiac. If not, well, sorry about that. We'll try next time. So I'll probably do this again in July for like August and September or something. All right, you guys. Catch you soon, and thank you, Aaron, for all your help. Love you, girly.